Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tonya, and if you're returning, well today I'm going to be working on modern farmhouse decor. Let's go ahead and jump into our first DIY, Sweet Summer Vignette. This little charming vignette was so fun to create, and I wanted to do something really different with the texture of this bowl. I was recently introduced to the Restoration Hardware site, and it really gave me some inspiration for these designs, and I'll show you some of the pictures of those items here in a moment. Now you can see I was taking some of this tiny little star pasta, and I just mixed that with some of my paint and a little bit of the Mod Podge, and I'm just going to layer this on top of my bowl. Now I did pick my bowl up at Dollar General, and they got some really good deals on some nice sized bowls to use for this type of design for just $1. And what I really wanted to do with this was just build up some texture. And I really like that if you held this up and looked close, it had the tiny little star design in here. And that worked out perfect for my vignette. Now I'm gonna be taking the sandstone chalk paint, and I'm just gonna be using one of the little sponges and just dabbing this on. And I really love my neutrals. If you follow my channel, you know that. And I'm still going to be doing a lot with those. And I really have been enjoying some of this modern farmhouse decor. And that's why I thought that I would take some of the ideas that I found on the Restoration Hardware site and incorporate those in. Now you can see I'm using my Liquitex varnish and sealer, and everyone, this is actually really expensive, but I've had this one for a while, so I ended up using that just to seal this, but you could use a polyacrylic on that. Now, I found this little tray at Dollar General, and this is some wallpaper that I actually purchased to put in my kitchen. I'll have to show you that when I get it all done. And a really good deal for this on Amazon, and it kind of has that shiplap look and a little bit of just the white wood farmhouse. I guess it could go either way on that design for the wallpaper. Now, of course, I'm going to use my tacky glue to apply this, and I end up taking my Waverly Antique Wax, and I really wanted to darken this frame up. You've heard me say that before, that where I have so much of the fog color and the whites in my home, I like to have just little hints of that dark stained wood. Now, here I'm going to show you how I actually decorate this, and look at the texture of this bowl, everyone. I just love doing this type of design. I really enjoy textures in my home. I've said before that I have an eclectic style, and I really like pulling those textures in just different places. Now the little birds, I actually got the little blue birds from Dollar General, and I had painted these. I don't have a video of that, but if you would like to see how I paint these birds, I will definitely do a video of that in the future. And that little enjoy sign, I also got that at Dollar General. And then this is some of that new greenery that they have at Dollar Tree. And I love this greenery. And if you're lucky enough to find this, I found it hanging on an end cap, and it does come on a vine. And now this is one of those cute little vases that was made to look like tree bark. And I thought that was perfect for this vignette. And the little glass dish for jewelry I also picked up at Hobby Lobby. But everyone, this made the sweetest little vignette for summer, and I actually have this sitting on my tiny little table in my kitchen, and it just goes perfect with my spring and summer decor. And look how pretty the little star design is on the bowl that I created. Definitely let me know if this is a technique that you have tried before, or if it was something that you would enjoy bringing into your home decor. Now for our next DIY, we're going to do a modern farmhouse centerpiece. And everyone, this was a really fun one to do. And once again, I was inspired by that Restoration Hardware. And I really love this bowl that they had on there. It had the copper color tones. So I thought that I would take this Dollar Tree plastic dish and see if I could make it resemble it, and it turned out great. Now you can see I'm cutting little holes there, and I was just using one of my drill bits, and the reason why I did that is to give it that swirl look. And then I'm taking some of the bronze paint and just rubbing it through there and twisting it in. Now I did apply that clear wax on before, and that just helped everything smooth. You can see after each layer I'm going to add that, and I really like how that helped the color blend. And I got the little turntable at the Target dollar spot. Now I'm going to finish this off with some of that antique copper. And everyone, this was so similar to the bowl that I had saw on there. I'll have a picture pop up here in a minute. But I love this just to toss some things in. Now I do end up covering this one up with some of my greenery, and then I found this little orb at Dollar Tree for $3, and I decided just to take a little candlestick, turn it upside down, glue that on top. And here's how I actually put mine together. And everyone, if you have not found these little light bulbs with the fairy lights, oh my goodness, I was so happy to have found these. And they have made some of the prettiest decor pieces. And of course, I just took some of my succulents, you can see, just filled that in nice. And what a pretty little centerpiece that this made to go on my table. And I just set it on one of the chargers that I had picked up at Dollar Tree. But definitely let me know what you're thinking of these designs. I know I was really happy that they had the modern flair to them, and I still felt like they fit perfectly in with the farmhouse neutral decor that I like to have in my home. And just lovely designs that I am definitely enjoying, and I hope that you are also. Now for the next design, I'm going to be doing a modern floral vignette. And everyone, this was such a fun one to do also. It was so different, and I eat a lot of oatmeal, so I saved my containers, and I decided to make the base for this design. And this is actually a vessel that they had there on that Restoration Hardware site. I did fill that bottom with rice. I will suggest filling the next one with some rice, or maybe stuffing it with some bags. I didn't do that, and it was a little bit softer to the touch, so I would definitely add something in both of the containers the next time I make something like this. And you can see I'm just hot gluing that together with some Gorilla hot glue. And then another one of those bowls that I picked up from Dollar General. And I'm just going to glue that on. And then I'm going to start building up the layers of the paint, and some sand I'm going to be mixing in on this design to get that texture. And everyone, you'll have to let me know what you think of adding items like this that have that texture. Like I said, I know I really enjoy seeing all the different textures in my decor pieces. And now I'm going to use that sandstone and some of the linen, just folk art paint, and mix that in. And I did squirt a little Mod Podge in there, and now you're going to see me add some just plain school glue in there. And you want it the texture of basically, I guess like a cornbread batter would be the best thing. And I'm just going to layer this on. I did put several layers. It was kind of hard to film. I did set it up on this shelf so you could kind of see how I brushed everything on, but I probably got 3 or 4 layers of this on there. And I just kept building it up to get the look that I wanted to see. And then once it dries, look how pretty this turns out. It looks like concrete. Now I'm going to seal it in really well with some of the Mod Podge. And now I'm just going to show you how I decorated it. I actually glued the little stain board to the center, and I had this little board already stained that I had picked up at Goodwill. And then I'm going to take some of these little soap dish dispensers, and actually these are the little vases. And I just thought, what a neat little vignette. And everyone, you could actually put live flowers in here. That's why I put the water in there, just to show you where I'm going to take some of these florals. And these were such an odd color of green. I actually found these in the clearance section at Hobby Lobby, and I thought this would make just a really fun kind of neutral design with just a hint. I really loved the green also. And then I just took some of those little black pebbles from Dollar Tree to make everything stand up. But everyone, this is such a fun little vignette for your florals. And you can see there is the Restoration Hardware dupe design, and I think I hit it pretty close. Let me know what you think of this design. I thought it was really unique, and I actually ended up putting this one on the center of my dining room table right now, and I think I may even switch it out for some live flowers. Now for our last design, everyone, I'm gonna make this modern farmhouse style chandelier. And everyone, I absolutely love this design, and I think I'm in love with these little light bulbs with the fairy lights. I hope that I can find some more at Dollar Tree, and I hope that you can also. I'm just gonna take one of these plant hangers and attach it to one of the small wire wreath rims from Dollar Tree. I had already took part of this apart, and I'm just gonna clamp everything down there in the 3 sides on the ring, and where I had already taken the little clips off, I'm just gonna attach them on, you'll see, to that other piece of the bar across each of the 3 sides. And this design made the prettiest chandelier. I definitely think I want to do something with this to put outside, maybe around a porch or a little setting area would be so pretty for the summertime. And I had those little snow globes that I had picked up. I don't know about you, but I grabbed those back in the winter, and they ended up making such a pretty little globe to fit right over top of these little light bulbs. And it was so simple to put this one together. I almost painted it, and I decided just to leave everything the color that it was. The dark green rim, wreath rim, blended really well with the black chain, and this had just maybe a little touch of an industrial vibe to it, but I thought it worked perfect for the modern decor. And I end up taking more of that beautiful greenery that I had picked up at Dollar Tree. I really hope that you guys can find that at your Dollar Tree, because I have definitely enjoyed this greenery. I love how much you get on there for $1.25, and it has made such pretty designs. And I thought I would finish this little chandelier off with some of these little wood roses from Dollar Tree. And right now I've got this hanging in my dining room on the hook that I used to display things for you, and I think I might just leave it there. It looks so pretty. Well, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy today's DIYs. I know I enjoyed creating all of these modern farmhouse designs, and I really enjoyed the Restoration Hardware site. You'll have to check that out. It's a really neat place to get some really creative ideas from, and a very modern look. Well, everyone, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, I hope you consider doing so. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Everyone, I'll see you next week.